Jurors in the Michael Jackson trial hear new evidence that portrays Jackson as an addict, but now instead of painkillers, the testimony is about propofol. Eyewitness News reporter Miriam Hernandez has the latest testimony.
From his burned scalp in 1983 to complaints of a back injury after a 1999 stage mishap, Michael Jackson was treated with painkillers that led to a habit. Attorneys on both sides of Jackson's wrongful death lawsuit point to medical records and doctor testimony that portray his struggle with Demerol. But jurors have seen fewer records noting Jackson's use of the substance that killed him, the anesthesia propofol. Today, UCLA dental anesthesiologist Dr. Christine Quinn testified that she administered propofol to Jackson 10 times for dental procedures. Then, in 2000, Jackson asked for it by name, but this time for insomnia. Dr. Quinn told the jury Jackson said he had had it before and got the best sleep he had ever had. She testified she told him that it was inappropriate for insomnia and turned him down. The defense for AEG says the incident is one of several that shows Jackson as a doctor shopper, going to whomever might provide him what he wanted, not telling physicians that he was getting simultaneous treatment from other doctors. Katherine Jackson is suing AEG, claiming that the company should have known that the pop icon was vulnerable to dependency and should have watched his doctor closer. Jackson attorney Brian Panish.
I think the evidence is clear that for the last 2 months of Michael Jackson's life, lay people that were working with him, that were employed by AEG, continued to sound the alarm that his health was deteriorating, that he was skin and bones. So I think they were on alert, they knew, and they chose to ignore it.
The AEG defense says Jackson's practice at hiding his use of Demerol made him even more skilled at hiding his use of propofol.
Even if you had some idea, as one could from the early 90s, that Mr. Jackson had an issue with opiates, none of that could lead you to have any understanding that behind closed doors that were locked with security late at night, he was taking a hospital-grade anesthetic to sleep.
And now jurors hear from Sherilyn Lee, seen here as she testified for prosecutors against Conrad Murray.
He looked at me and he said, "I have a lot of difficulty sleeping."
The nurse and holistic medicine specialist testified that she too lectured Jackson just 2 months before his propofol overdose, but that Jackson said the sedation was safe as long as a doctor was monitoring him. She returns to the stand tomorrow. Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.